Did you wipe your hands?
Yeah, wash my hands, nigga.
Just making sure.
What the fuck? What kind of question is that?
I don't know. You came back pretty fast, bro, and you texted me like a minute later. So I'm just making sure it's hygienic.
Hell no. I text you while I was washing my hand before I washed my hand.
I'm about to say you could text and wash your hands at the same time.
Shut up.
Wait,
I'm about to report you, bro. That's insane.
what you
Oh my
mean?
goodness. You just messed up so much. That was good. We had a whole origin story for the public and you messed it up.
Bro, we can't.
Hey,
We just organic, like streamers and creators, bro. We can just, make it happen again, make it better a second time.
make it better a second time. Oh my god. Ooh, it's getting kind of chilly in here.
after this,
Jeez Louise.
after this nigga
So
just
what?
shitted out his intestines, now it's getting cold.
Yeah, for real, bro. I didn't poop the warmth out. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hell no. But
well,
like, okay. You saw what?
I said, well, this time you can pick a topic if you want. We could talk about it because obviously I
No,
felt,
you gotta pick the topics.
but it's us. It's we
It's
not.
it's but it's you host. Know what I'm saying? Like you
I
hosting
thought you
it.
I thought you called me a hoe. I'm about to say, wow,
What?
what?
What? You know
Nick,
I never call
niggas
you
need
out
to
your name.
niggas need to enunciate type shit.
Enunciated. You call me a hoe all the time. You call me all types of shit.
I do, bro. That's just how we show love in New Jersey. So I don't take
But I
accountability
can't.
for
That's
that.
how we show love in Cali too. But I can't. Know what I'm saying? It's just my morals, right? Won't allow me to call a woman out of their name. Know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? That's what you be
Got what I
saying.
mean? It's Bay Area slang. You know what I'm saying?
Are
Come
you?
on now.
I was gonna ask you what part of California you're in because I could have sworn you was in California, Vegas or something. Not Vegas. What's that state called?
Okay, so I
And
went
then
from
Georgia,
California.
and then Texas, some shit like that.
Yeah. What was the question though? Did you ask a question
I said, what part of California you at? You were from? My fault.
that I was at?
Yeah.
I was in Richmond, next to Oakland, next to Vallejo, next to San Francisco.
Sound
You know,
ghetto. Sound real
it was
ghetto.
ghetto. Oh my god, and I hated it. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't it. It wasn't it.
My
I
boy was
hate
a
that
trench
place.
baby.
Not a trench, baby. I was high fiving roaches, sleeping next to him. Know what I'm saying? Kissing them goodnight, all that good stuff.
Don't worry, I've been there.
Good old times. Good old times. I've been there. That's crazy. Nah, for real, for real.
Bro, you
But
like I hate people who are just who's just like I can never have roaches and stuff like that. You've never struggled, bro.
nah, for real.
And like
I wouldn't say that. Like you can, we was in a different type of struggle. We can't just like nullify everybody for being like, oh yeah, you were never struggling with
no,
it.
no,
You never, you know what I mean?
I'm not saying it like that. I hate people who are just like that can never be me. Like you thought we was doing this by fucking choice, bro. You thought we was doing this shit
Yeah,
by
we
choice,
wanted
bro.
these. Mm-mm-mm.
Like at one point I was just like, there's this motivation to really get out the hood because unfortunately this shit it wasn't my doing. It's just the area, the landlord and shit like that. They did not give a fuck. So I'm just like, I know if I get into that situation again, like I'm mentally prepared to be like, fuck it, bro. We gotta get something stronger than raid. Let's make sure the ain't a lot of food in the house. Make sure shit is dry and not warm all the time. Make sure this shit is freezing cold if it has to be, just to minimize how many roaches is in your clothes and shit like that. Like I
Nah, for
like.
real.
However, I remember when I was living in like when my hometown was like had a bad block like Amherst Street when it was like fucking bad before it got gentrified.
Mm.
That's my first encounter with like fucking rats, bro. And I to this day, like, even when I was walking around New York and I see rats, I am low key fucking petrified of how fast rats can fucking travel. And that is my
Nah,
only
that's fact.
that's my only downfall. Because mice, okay, cool, bro. They move fast because they small, but you're big as hell moving like this. Oh no! Someone get the gun.
Yeah, nah, that's facts though, bro. Like we used to have mice. Them things used to. I don't think we ever had rats. I would say that, but the mice they do be moving, boy. Like especially when you didn't know you had mice until you turn on that kitchen light and you see something dart across the room. You like, oh yeah, yeah, bro. You see the holes in the inside the cereal boxes and all this other stuff. I'm like, nah, can't do it, can't do it.
Bro, I remember one. Yeah, I remember one time. Not to tell tell people my business, but whatever. I remember one time my mom offered me like it had to be like Cheetos, bro. Like, mind you, we had like a box of like chips because we figured that the problem not there no more. We didn't see like them biting through shit like that, so we thought, okay, we got all of them. We eat the Cheetos. We eating the Cheetos.
Yeah, doo in your
Nah, it was not that because I wouldn't be here. I would have died that same day. I'm sorry, but
Oh, no.
she was giving me some, and then she like I asked her for some, and she passed it back to me. I'm like, oh ma, this got a hole in it. After I ate a couple Cheetos, it got a hole in it. She said, what? She looked at the bottom of the bag. Me and her just looking at each other like, oh my god.
Oh my! I thought you had the rat pellets in them things.
No,
Bro.
I would have died that same. Them niggas ate through like my mom purse to get to those chips. And I'm just like, they're mad fucking disrespectful, bro. Like you took a whole fucking sample of the chips and went about your fucking night at my crib.
That's insane. Nah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Y'all ate some rat infested Cheetos. Hell no.
As long as it wasn't shit in there, I'm all like, the damage is already done. Did I not eat for the next 2 days? Yeah, I did not. I was petrified, but like now you just check your shit. When you living like that, check your shit.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts. Like we had rat pellets everywhere, bro, and everything, and the macaroni boxes and all. So I understand. They're nasty. They nasty.
No, they're mad disrespectful. Like, like why? Like you don't even fuck with Cheetos, bro. You just taste this shit.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
That and like being broke and having to like, which I thought I was like, I felt like this is my first stage to being like a survivalist. So I thought it was kind of cool, like when we was down on our dick and balls, you know what I'm saying?
Just say.
Well, we was down like that, and like, bills was getting kind of crazy at the time. That's when I knew like it was probably over for my generation. Everything's going up and getting like higher in prices, whatever. But I was all like, oh, the lights off. I came home, the lights off. I'm all like, you know what? I got a couple hours till like the sun sets and shit like that. That's just off me like knowing like what time I walk home from school and like 2 or 3. I got 4 or 5 hours during the spring to like get shit done. Like I got my homework done in that time when you can see the sun coming through the blinds and shit like that. I did my homework. And then I would just do shit that I need light to do. Like I would wash the dishes. I took a shower and shit like that. I did my whole fucking routine. And then I would like, I think I had like a candle or something like that. And I'll just light it just for the plot. But by that point, I'm already in bed, like sleeping and shit like that. I already got my alarms on for like school the next day. I'm like, this shit don't faze me no more.
Okay, so since we on the topic of struggling, right? What was your struggle meals looking like?
Damn, we had so many, bro. We talking savory or sweet, bro?
We talking savory.
Okay, savory, a hood classic. Not top ramen, but like Michon Maruchan, some shit like that.
Yeah, the Maruchi, whatever. Yeah, I know you're talking about
ramen,
the noodles.
Yeah, oodles and noodles, as the Vikings. See, because when I said oodles and noodles to one person, they was like, "What are you talking about?" Oh my god! I was like, "I'm so black."
I'm so black. Yeah, that's a crazy statement.
But I only eat the chicken ones, and then like if we go,
that's with the beef. Come on, nah.
No, I think someone served the beef to me, and it was kind of off. I think they did something to it that I'm just like, I can't eat beef ramen noodles.
They spiked your ramen?
I think they didn't cook it correctly, or they put extra shit in it that made it taste like off, some shit like that. But after that, like I would like if I'm home alone and like I just washed the dishes, bro. This is mad lazy, but like lazy and dangerous, whatever it may be. I would take a can of Vienna sausages, right, and you could crack it open. And this is like, I think this is like when that period between me like living with my mom from like living with my dad. I would take the Vienna sausages, bro. I would put like 2 on a fork, bro, and like instead of a pan like a normal fucking person would do, I would have the open flame on the stove, and I'll just hover the fork over it with the Vienna sausages, like a
You
campfire.
cooked your Vienna sausages?
Yeah, you can.
I ate them. I ate them things raw.
Oh man, oh
Raw
man.
wieners. That's what I was.
Oh, all right. that's
Nah, Vienna sausage
that,
hit though. I ain't
that's
gonna
what
lie.
niggas gonna remember you by, huh?
That's crazy. You realize a man that used to eat raw wieners. But come on, get more creative. You got to get a little more creative than ramen though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Bro, Vienna sausages on a fucking fork over an open flame just to cook them and then stack them. That's not me being
It's
creative,
good.
nigga.
It's good,
What?
man. I
What?
remember, I think one of the struggle meals is definitely the grilled cheese, man. I ain't talking about the ones you flip over the pan and nothing like that. I'm talking you put 2 slabs of
Oh my god.
American cheese on
Oh,
them thing on 2 pieces of bread. You throw that hole on the plastic plate in the microwave. That's what my one of my
nah,
struggle meals
nah. I
was,
can't.
man.
I can't get jiggy with that, bro. I really
The
couldn't.
cup of noodles with the
Oh
cheese in it,
my
you know what I'm saying,
god,
bro?
bro.
Make it a little more thick, maybe make you a little more full, you know what I'm saying?
I think I always been a
Oh,
cheese hater, and low key probably was like the signs of someone being lactose intolerant. But I couldn't get with the cheese shit because one time I think my mom was making making eggs, and like she bought cheese from like either the corner store or some shit like that.
mhm.
She was cooking them eggs. She was like, this fucking cheese don't melt, bro." I was just like, what you mean? She said, this government ass cheese don't fucking melt. Don't eat this. I said, you gotta tell me twice. I ain't eating cheese at all.
But cheese be smacking, you know what I'm saying? It intensifies the flavors, you know what I'm saying? But
Cheese tastes
dang, what's some
musky.
other what? How do you like how does that work? What kind of cheese you talking about? Like, what kind of cheese
Cheese in
taste?
general, unless it's mozzarella cheese, like or Gouda cheese, it
Ugh,
tastes
why you
musky.
say it like that? No way that's how you actually say that, bruh.
Just to test the waters, bro. Like if it's not
Gouda?
mozzarella,
Gouda? Ugh.
if it's not mozzarella or Gouda cheese, it tastes like must to me.
That's that's nasty. You gotta taste. You gotta cleanse your taste palate, man. I ain't gonna lie. Gouda? That's
Gouda.
funny. Hell no. But I say,
Uh,
all right. What was sweet then? If you had one for sweet,
you take a white bread because it's the cheapest bread. White bread, take some sugar, bro, and I'll take a little bit of butter just to make it extra healthy right now. And
it's,
like the bottom of the stove, like not the actual like oven part, but like under the oven is like a little tray you can pull out for like
that I was
pour your
talking
shit.
about.
Put that shit down there. I took that shit out. 2.5 seconds, before you burn the house down like I did almost. Take that shit out, crispy. Like I'm gonna imagine cinnamon. Like later on, I put cinnamon on it, but I'm not the biggest cinnamon fan. Sugar bread, good old sugar bread.
Okay, so first off, the bottom part, I thought that's where you put other dishes in.
As you can see, we are black, right? That's
Yeah,
like
because
let me
that's what
let
my
me
cousins and stuff did.
let me put you on to something else. If you're a Caribbean black, you put your
Hmm.
pots in the actual oven when you're not using it. So you see
Yeah,
what's
that
happening?
too.
That's not what that's for though. Like
That's insane.
we
I
just
ain't
be
know that
doing
because we
shit.
did that in the oven and the bottom part of the oven. So I was like, I don't know, like especially did you have that pot? I don't know what kind of pot it is. I think it's a meatloaf pot or something. But it was black, but it was like white. It had a bunch of white dots on it.
Oh yeah, I used to have that.
You know what I'm talking about? Every black household had that, bro. I feel like every black household had that. But back to the subject, right? That's crazy.
What's your sweet
Sugar bread
struggle?
is crazy.
You don't fuck with
That's
sugar
almost as
bread, or?
bad. Almost as bad as my boy said his struggle food was noodle tacos, bro. Noodle tacos with bread, bro. You said that. I'm like, yo, ain't no way, bro. But my
There's levels to this, and that nigga just went insane with it. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
for real. That's what I was. I was like, you is struggling, bro.
It don't even sound like that because he had like 3 different cars, bro. It just sounded like he was an ingredient house, bro.
I say, dang, it's 2 of them. Pickles and Kool-Aid, man. pickles
Yo,
dipped in a Kool-Aid pack. You know what I mean?
yo.
Take a bite out of that thing. You know what I
You
mean?
know what?
It's
I respect
delicious.
it. I respect it. I used to be, I used to be dastardly with it. I used to have pickle with orange juice. Hello?
Yeah, pack her up. I didn't even know what to say to that. Orange juice? Like I'm not dipping my pickle in Kool-Aid. I'm putting it in the pack. You talking about you straight orange juice?
I would bite into the pickle because I actually did like pickles when I was younger, and I would dip that shit in
Mm.
orange juice, and I would eat it.
You're a demon, bro. Like I can't even.
Well, now I'm
Ugh,
feeling judged. Go back to what you were saying with Kool Aid and pickles.
bro. Nah. I can't even think of that.
Wow, I
Cause
thought
the
this.
orange juice,
I'm being
like
I'm
mix it with the
I'm being
pickle
honest.
juice.
My fault for thinking this is a
This is a
safe
safe
space.
place. This is a safe place. I apologize. I apologize.
Well, the damage is already done, nigga. Go on.
Like anyways, bro. Okay, so the other one that I used to have, right, was sugar on a piece of lemon. Yeah, sugar on lemon, bro. You put some sugar in that thing, some cane sugar, and you just you know what I'm saying? Like you just go in on at the pause. Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like you get what I'm saying, right? Like, you know what I'm you know what I'm saying?
It's like it's like I get it, but like you would have had me if you said I made lemonade, bro. Cause what
Bro,
made
it's like
no
you
no
didn't
no no no. I want you like I know I was bugging, but like think about this. You picked up the most sour as fuck your fruit in your house, and he was like, "Yeah, let's put sugar on it."
and it banged though. It balanced it out, bro. It was so good. It tastes like the little lemon candies. You never had those? Little solid little lemon candies?
I'm not.
That's what it tasted like, bro. At least mine made sense, bro. You put a pickle in orange juice.
Okay, you know what? I tried to be a hater, and then you justified it because you remember the candy. I remember the candy too, but I wanted to keep it to myself. But okay.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You can't lie, man. You can't lie. It was good, but yeah, that was like the two sweet things I do remember as like a child that I used to eat. I ain't gonna lie, as a struggle meal
I
or a
mean,
struggle dessert. You said what?
yeah. I think it was either that or I would just put like sugar inside my milk. Just dumb shit like that. Other than that,
You put
like
ever put water? It's water cereal too.
yeah,
I
that
ain't
that's
gonna lie.
that I ain't gonna lie to you. The way to get around this, bro, when you're in a Black Caribbean house or like an African American house that got like people who actually cook sometimes when they have to, bro. You got
Mm.
evaporated milk, put a little bit of water in it, and you can put it in your cereal, bro. I did that when we was out of milk, but I wanted to eat my Oreos, and I can't eat Oreos without milk. I did that shit. I was like, this kind of lit. Got the creamy part.
You never dipped your Oreo in water?
I did, and I was like, it's missing the creamy part, so I'm not fucking with this. Like, I know it's water. Like, I can't even close my eyes and be like, yeah, this is milk right now. Like, no, I can't.
We never had evaporated milk, so we used to just like pour whatever little bit of milk was left, bro, and then douse the rest of it in water, bro. That's what we had. Especially if it was cinnamon toast crunch, bro. The cinnamon toast crunch usually drowned out the
Yeah,
the the watery taste. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, but it was sliding though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It was sliding until I was like, yo, I can really taste every ingredient in here because I'm drinking this with water, bro. I was disgusted. I'm more like
Yes.
the milk cuts it at one point and makes it creamy, so it's not like too much going on. I could taste
Yeah.
which preservatives they was using when I was drinking it with water, so I didn't want it. I was over it.
Hell no. Mm.
Speaking of like shit like that, I'm gonna tell you about the shit that I didn't know like you wasn't supposed to do as a child. I thought it
Mhm.
was just a joke. I used to like if I can't get my toast out of the toaster, bro. I used to put a fork in that motherfucker just to pry it out, and like I've been doing that for so long that one day my sister saw me put like I think a piece of bread from my breakfast inside of the toaster, and I told her I can't get it out. And I asked her to pass me the fork. She's like, "What you about to do?" I just proceeded while the toaster is plugged up to like poke at the bread to get it out. She's like, "You're not supposed to do that." I'm like, "What you mean? I've been doing this."
That's nah, hell nah. You trying to blow up the whole kitchen.
But I've been doing it so many times. I'm all like, what are you talking about? And then she explained it to me. I'm like, oh, I thought that was just a joke. Niggas just be saying shit. I've been doing it so long. I thought people was
Mm-hmm.
just trying to scare me out of doing my regular routine. Fuck y'all. But that's actually a safety hazard.
Nah, for real. It's all fun and games. So you hit your sister with a watch this light work. Your ass explode. Oh my goodness. That's horrible. I think one of the dumbest things I've ever done
What
was
you? Whoa,
like
whoa, whoa, whoa! Why gotta be the dumbest thing?
because that is one of the dumbest things, bro. You
Yeah.
might as well just throw the toaster in the shower with your ass. Like that's horrible. You trying to off yourself.
When did it become the dumbest thing after I told
I'm
my
just
story?
like, because it's like, what can you chop that up to?
To
That
the
can't be
game.
one of the.
Chop it up to
You said what?
the game.
Nah, but that's labeled as one of the dumbest things I did as a kid. That's that category, bro.
Wow. Okay. I see how we feel right now. Okay.
Nah, what
Continue.
you mean?
Continue.
I think I'm feeling very like I feel the hostility right now,
What
bro.
you
Like,
mean? I'm just saying. Like, when did it start being the dumbest thing? You know what? Whatever. Tell me.
I was about to. All right,
Tell me about your shortcomings as a child.
I think it wasn't really a shortcoming. It was really dumb. One of the things that I did was get into a knife fight with my cousin, and it was like
All right.
it was a playful type knife fight. Like it wasn't like
Playful
I'm gonna
type
kill
knife
you.
fight.
It was
Okay.
like ting ting. You like yeah, you know when you like got like sticks or something, you like ting ting ting. But we actually had knives. We was doing it in the kitchen, and she stabbed my hand. Like the side of my hand, she stabbed the side of my hand, bro, and that was like that was probably one of the dumbest things. So I'm like, my dad? He looked at me, he didn't even whoop me, bro. Like he didn't, he wasn't. He was so disappointed. Like he was just like, bro, the punishment is that you got stabbed. Like
He probably, I ain't gonna lie, he probably wanted to laugh because he in like so much disbelief that you did this. But he had to be the parent and just be like, shake my hand, bro. Just,
that's crazy. Not like for real, bro. And that's damn.
nigga said, we got knives in the house. What are we pretending for? Let's just do this, bro.
For real. That was dumb. That was dumb as hell. But what? Okay, so since it wasn't chopped it up to one of the dumbest things you ever done, putting a fork in the toaster. You know what I'm saying? What was one of the dumbest things, or what was one of the things that happened to you in your childhood that you can be like, damn, you know what I mean? That really happened to me.
Yeah, this in the vault, bro. I think my mom remembered this. That's why if we ever move back to our hometown, I am cooked until this establishment finally closed down. So there's this guy, and this is around the time that I didn't notice that like I'm kind of blind. Like this is before I went to school and did that little eye test that they bring you in and be like, okay, you do need glasses. We have a program, you get them for free. So I thought the Chinese food guy was like my dad. So I'm like squinting my eyes on the porch of my house because I was playing outside. So I was like, oh, Dad, what are you doing? Like, I think I called him over like, Dad. The guy comes out the car. He walks all the way up to the porch, bro. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And he was all like, you thought I was your dad? And my mom comes out and she like heard me say that from the window or some shit like that. She started like crying, laughing, bro. And the guy tried the guy tried to give me a hug because now I'm like frightened and embarrassed at the same time. Thanks, Mom. You know, hurt my soul a little bit. And now he's like the only delivery guy for this Chinese store. And it was one of the best Chinese stores until, you know, certain propaganda started happening. So he's like every time we order Chinese food, it would be him. So whenever that happens, I would just go to my room because I was
just tell him that. Just call him Pops, bro. Like Pop. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's insane. Oh my God.
You can't see my face, but I'm cringing because I'm like, oh, bro. If only I had an eye test before.
Oh my!
If only I shut the fuck up when I was a little kid, I would have been perfectly fine.
Oh my gosh! Dang, how bad is your prescription? Like
when I was younger, I didn't know, but like my prescription right now is like a steady like I went from like negative like 250 in one eye and negative 250 in the other eye, and then I went back down to like 225 in one eye, and like one eye is like 250 again or some shit like that, or or they both 225. So like I don't know if that means my vision is getting better or it's just adjusting, but I just be taking off my glasses at home, so you know. But when I was younger, I was like for real blind, and I knew it was getting worse because after I broke my glasses in 6th grade, I was in English class, and like I'm in the second row. I'm like, yo, the board is so blurry right now, and yesterday it was not.
Man, I think that's a crazy story. I ain't gonna lie to you because I'm like, I'd have just owned up to it, bro. I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna
No,
lie, this my Chinese pops, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this.
and I'm be
Man,
real.
that's a free job though. You feel me?
I'm be real. It's because he was dark skinned. Like my dad's dark skinned and he was heavy set,
Mm.
and my dad is also dark skinned and heavy set. So imagine like it gotta be like in the middle of the spring or the summer, because why would I be home at that point?
Mm.
So the sun shining in my eyes, I barely can see now. So I'm all like, oh, dad's bringing food, bro, lit. Until he got up to that porch, and then my mom, she made it so fucking worse for me that I, like, when she brings it up, I pretend like I don't know what she talking about.
That's insane. That is insane. That's you trying to gaslight. Like, that never happened before.
Anyway, this is my life. I'm trying to live it correctly, so I gotta erase that.
So, all right. So
me
I
know.
think one of the most like, damn, that happened to me moments is when I was at my cousin's house. My older cousin ended up leaving the house, and it was just me, one of my older cousins, and my younger cousin. I was never like cool with my female cousins until I got older. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I was one of them annoying kids. I ain't gonna lie to you. Pretty sure I was one of them annoying kids. But at the same time, they was mean. Like they was some bullies, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like that's what I'm saying. Okay, so the younger cousin, right? I don't know what sparked this, bro. But all I remember is me being chased with a pair of scissors. I don't know what happened, bro. I ain't even go try to
like is knives and sharp objects with you. I'm kind
Bro,
of
I don't. She was crazy though. Like that younger cousin was crazy. But Kayla, which is my older cousin, she's sweet. She cool now. But she used to be mean to all the younger cousins because she didn't want nobody in her room. She didn't want, you know what I mean. And then when I got a little older, she was like, she was like, you one of my favorite cousins. Like actually, she said I was her favorite cousin. And I was always in the room when she wouldn't let but whatever. So all I remember is getting chased by a pair of scissors, bro, and they chased me out the house. I'm in the side of the house, like it's between the house and the gate. It's like a little alleyway that leads to the front to the backyard.
Yeah.
And I'm back there, and I said, at least I try to open the door, and I'm like, all right, whatever, bro. At least I got my dignity. I yell that, right? And then my older cousin come from behind, pants me and slap me in the back of my neck, and then run back in the house and lock the door, bro. And I was bro, you don't know how mad I was. And I told my dad about it, bro. He never believed me to this day. He was like, bro, Kayla, she wouldn't do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. But that was like,
this nigga
I never got
hazed.
I used to get beat up by my cousin Carla. She was a grown woman messing with me, though. Like, as a kid. Like, I'm like, what's wrong? Don't you got anything better to do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why you hitting me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I tried to hit back, and then I got my pants pulled down and whooped by everybody, by all the girls in there, because it was like they didn't like for some reason. I was the main target, bro. Like I was the cousin that, like, when I came over, let's mess with that dude. You know what I mean? Like, and I never understood why. Like, and I'm like, bro, and my dad never believed it. And I'm like, so it was just bad all around.
Bro,
but that was horrible.
I think it's just in their blood when you younger as cousins just to be assholes for some reason. Because when I was younger, bro, I was like, one of my cousins called me obese for like half my fucking life. I'm all like, okay, I used to cry about it. I was the crybaby because I'm like, I try to be a pacifist until like I get to that fucking point. But it was like they was calling me all types of names. It was to the point where I'm just like, are you guys trying to tell me like I'm adopted into this family? Because if so, this is gonna be a relief, because then I don't have to see any of you. But like niggas used to hit me. Like my boy cousin used to like play around and like fight and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, cool. Then they started doing the name calling. I'm like, okay, it's one thing to beat my ass, but another thing to sit up here and call me fat. And then they started like calling me like my dad or something like that. Like, I don't know. They was doing a lot. I'm just like, this is so fucking unnecessary. And then at one point, I thought all my female cousins hated me because they did not interact with me, and if they did, it was kind of like to play with my fucking emotions too, and like make me go
Yeah.
get things for them, and like make me ask certain people for stuff for them. I'm just like, bro, is this like a rite of passage? Am I cool with the gang now since this I went through this hazing ritual? Like, am I part of the sorority right now?
Oh
No.
my god. Oh my god. I get you on the name calling though, cause like I ain't gonna lie, bro. The back of my head a little flat, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm growing out my hair or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then my cousin used to call me flat back. And that shit used to piss me off, bro. Like they called me that for so long. Every time I got a fresh cut, they were like flat back and slap me in the back of my head. I'm like, nigga, I hate these dudes, bro.
Bro.
But that was like a nickname that I was like, yeah, bro, that gotta go. That gotta go.
Bro,
It
but
ain't my fault. My dad didn't show me enough attention to pick me up. Like, pick me up more often, bro. Like, damn. But
bro,
that.
I mean,
Oh my
I ain't gonna
god.
lie. Then I'm thinking about it now. My cousins used to like, and they think I forgot. I did not. I just was like, bro, it is what it is, bro. When I get older, I don't have to talk to you niggas. But they used to like,
Nah, fact.
like around the time the Wii came out and shit like that. Super Mario Party, Mario Kart and shit like that. Is in a red
Mhm.
case for like the Wii and shit like that. So it's like $60, $50, $40 at this point. And I used to go over their house and I used to like play their game, but I'll buy the actual game for myself. But like, I'm like, I want to play with my cousins, bro. It is what it is. One time I bought like, I think fresh out the red packet, the Super Mario game, right? And niggas took the game from me because I put it in my bag so that like when I'm ready to go home, I'll just take my bag and go outside. I like, first of all, I told them off rip, like, this is my game, like, this is mine, this isn't yours. They lost theirs, so they try to take mine and put it in their little fucking case. Cool, whatever. I get in the car to go home, because I think my aunt called me to come in the kitchen, then I went back outside to, like, my mom's car. I get all the way home, I look in the red case for, like, my Mario Party or some shit like that. This shit is empty. I'm all like,
Damn.
I already know niggas took it, but I'm pretty sure my mom won't yell at me because I was not supposed to take the game out the house, whatever. So I took the L, whatever. I said I lost it or it broke and I threw it away, some shit like that. I go to that house the next day. All of a sudden, niggas want to go to GameStop to trade in their games. I was like, okay, cool. When we get to GameStop, bro, guess what game they pulled out to trade in, bro?
Nah, that's insane.
And I to this to this
Nah.
to this day, to this day. Niggas think I'm fucking stupid. I didn't realize they took my game. I said it is what it is, bro. I think I was in the whole like karma will get them type of phase, bro. Like, karma did not do a fucking enough for my whole fucking childhood, bro.
That's crazy. Karma was against you. Nah, that's felt. That's felt. Oh my gosh, bro. I'd be blowed if something like that happened to me
I
though.
was, bro. I was. And the fact that the many of times them niggas left me in the house to like, how they ditch you so they don't have to hang out with you. That
Oh, yeah, what's
day,
up?
that day niggas wanted me to help like go with them to GameStop and everything.
It's like we finna make you watch us do this.
Niggas is evil.
That's
Cousins
insane.
are evil, bro. When you're younger,
Nah, they
cousins are
are.
fucking evil.
I hated being a younger cousin, bro. That was whack.
This shit, it's funny now, but it fucked me up when I was little. I'm all like, yo, my cousins are really thieves and liars.
They boo boo. But nah, that's insane. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to think of another subject.
Bro, now I think about it, since we on this topic of childhood, do you think, and I be asking people this off like principle, because, I have a lot of like, I low key have friends in different states that I'm just like, I
Mm.
don't be talking to, but I know like deep in my heart, if they ask me for something and I have it, I'll give it to them. Just because, when you're a friend of mine, you really a friend of mine, even if I don't speak to you on a daily. But I'm thinking like, do you ever think like if we went to the same school, will we actually end up being friends?
What year? Like what we talking about? High school?
let's go down the tiers. I think in elementary school, bro, I think I would have been like, no.
I was too annoying. I
I
ain't gonna lie. Elementary school, I think I was too annoying.
I was too quiet, bro. I was in my Duffy. I was like, oh, why am I with these kids?
I don't think. I honestly don't think that we'd be friends in elementary school. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I said, I think I was too annoying, but people still liked me. You know what I'm saying? But it was like I had my own set of friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I did too much. I don't think it'd be like, yo, like if you don't talk to me, I'm not gonna talk to you type thing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Probably not. Not a.
Nah, I think elementary school is too like you still trying to you trying to make a personality for yourself or something like that. I'm just sitting in my corner like they putting schoolwork in front of me. Okay, I'll do it. And like when it was time to like I don't even know if this is first grade or some shit. We had like building blocks and shit like that. I used to purposely go to like the area where there's nobody. Like I'll take like 4 or 5 blocks and go to like the carpet in the corner and call it a
Yeah.
day. I used to be waiting for my mom to pick me up, like, please.
I think personality builds in like middle school. I feel like.
Yeah, now I'm looking at it. Yeah, middle school, but you still like annoying and awkward. You still trying to figure out is this like really me for real?
Nah, that's facts. That's facts.
But
Okay, so no for elementary school, but what about middle school?
middle school, I'm gonna be honest, bro. In middle school, I had no loyalty for real. I had like
Loyalty to what?
to like if I found my person that I talked to, that's it, bro. I didn't give niggas a chance, like, and I feel like enough people talk to me that I'm just like, yeah, I could probably have like a lot more friends and like be like more of a conversation person. But I'm still like, yo, they putting like work in front of me in a group of like, a group of niggas that I probably did see when I was younger, but I don't remember their names. I don't remember if they like me, and like on top of that, like I don't know what the fuck you say to people I haven't seen for a minute. Like, mind you, my hometown is like 4 miles radius, so that means I've probably walked around, or their family probably knows somebody in my family by proximity. I could have led with that or something like that, or I could have talked about it, but I chose not to. So like even then, I was just talking to one person. That was it, and then I back to my Duffy. Like unless I had to, I did not speak to niggas. But I will say, because my cousins were at my middle school, like my cousins on one is on my aunt's side and the other cousin is like on my dad's side. Because it's like that is probably why I feel like I probably would have interacted with you, but not too much to be like friends. Like everybody knew my fucking name by the end of like 7th grade, but I can tell you how many people on my hands that I actually had full blown conversation with that I felt comfortable talking to.
Yeah. Okay, me. I think it'd be situational, right? I think we would be friends if we had a class together. Like if we had a class together and we worked on a project together, I think we'd be cool. Cause I think that's how I made majority of my friends in middle school. Not just that, but it was also like I was talkative. I got a lot more talkative in middle school. Like I started gaining friends by just being on the first day. I gained a homie because I was like, oh, he was like, oh, what classes you got, yada yada yada, and all this other stuff. And he was like, well, I'm so and so, and I was like, I'm so and so. He was like, oh, and I was like, let's be friends. And then I became real cool with him until I had to dip him up in class because some other stuff we ain't gonna talk. Yeah, I had to dip him up in class, man, because I accidentally his name was Chad, which is crazy. Yeah, right. Black dude named Chad. I ended up walking in class one day and I accidentally stepped on his shoe, and it was a camera in that class. And my dad, he always say, like, I was so proud of you when you did that, yada yada yada. But I stepped on his shoe and I tried to he came up to me, he was talking mess, and he was like, yo, like, watch where you going, yada yada. I was like, I apologize, I didn't mean to do that. You know what I mean? And he kept pressing. I'm like, dog, back up. You know what I mean? Like, so after he kept pressing, I literally he pushed me, I pushed him, and then I picked him up by his collar and I slammed him on his back. I didn't want to put my hands on him though, so I just kind of like
this nigga subdued him in the classroom.
Yeah, exactly. So I put my body on him, like not like you know what I mean, but like to stop him from trying to do anything else. You feel me? And then my pops was like, he saw that. He's like, you're not even in trouble. But I was sad because it was like, I couldn't go to the dance. You know what I'm saying? Because of that. I got suspended from the dance. So I was like, whatever,
Boo.
yeah, for real. But yeah, I was really talkative back then. I think we'd have been cool. Like if we would have did a project together, especially, you know what I'm saying? Like we'd have been cool.
Well, I'm only thinking because of how my school was set up. It's kind of like
Mm.
looking back on it, it was kind of fucked up. But like, I guess they were like trying different shit out. Like, I don't know if they had this in your middle school, but when we were in middle school, we was categorized by like our test scores in elementary school. I forgot what it's called.
Mm.
I want to say it's called the NJ Ask test or something like that. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong because I always say ask, but ask like ASK or something like that. I don't know what it's called, or NJ something, whatever fucking standardized test it was that you took in like elementary school, which I think is fucking crazy to have us taking big ass standardized tests
Nah, for real.
in like fifth grade. I don't even know how the world works for real, but okay. I think if I remember correctly, I had 300 in math, and one of my friends from elementary school had like 300 in English. Okay, cool. I know this is a fact because they had our pictures up. So when we got to like sixth grade, I noticed that each class had a class number, but we were all sixth graders. So it'll be like 6'5", 6'4", 6'3", 6'2", 6'1", shit like that.
Yeah.
So I'm all like, okay, well, like everyone know they like, if you're like outside in the hallway, like you'll be seeing the same set of people in your classrooms for some fucking reason. Like 6'5" will always have like a certain schedule in certain classes. I peeped off rip, but I'm just like, okay, this is how middle school works. This is my first time here. This is my first day out here, whatever. So I realized because I was in 6'4" first, right? So I was like, I had math first, then English, and then after that, whatever the fuck else happened. I think history or science was like my last class. Cool, whatever. Until like one day, like I forgot if it was a principal or disciplinarian or something like that. They came in and they asked me, "Hey, do you want to be in this class?" Like, which is like 6'5". And I didn't know how to explain to like ask them like what's the fucking difference, except like I would start the mornings off in English. I don't remember if I switched or not because my other classes were like performing classes, so I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure I switched one day and like no, I didn't switch. I think I said I'm okay with this class, but I think they gave me like a chance to go to 6'5" class for like 1 or 2 days, and I was like, no, I want to go back to my regular class. So I'm all like, okay, cool. Then I think that the one day the social studies teacher, at the time, it was either the social studies teacher or the mathematics teacher, went out their way to explain to them that we're all categorized by our test scores. That's why some of you guys are probably asked to move to different like classes. Like if somebody was in 6'1", they were not performing well, so they stay in 6'1". If somebody in 6'2" was performing well in a certain subject, they get switched to a different group that has a better set of scores and stuff like that. And I just looked at this lady like, yeah, that's that don't sound like that should be happening. So the next year in seventh grade, I was in 7.5 because both my test scores from another standardized test was like, I guess, good. So now I'm split up from the same set of people I had in sixth grade. Mind you, this is all throughout sixth grade. These are the same people that I'm kind of like used to seeing. Now I'm seeing different niggas from different classes in seventh grade, but they was in the sixth grade too. So I'm like, I've never seen you before. I never
Yeah,
interacted with
that's
you.
insane. We never had that.
And like the only time I would literally interact with niggas is if we had gym together or we had like our performing arts class together. Mind you, at one point performing arts classes were like at different periods in time. Sometimes it would be like in people would have like afternoon to late afternoon or morning like classes and stuff like that. Until like I think seventh or eighth grade, they were like, oh, it's eighth period is all your performing arts classes. Cool, whatever.
Mm.
That's when you really see everybody all together, at least for your performing art. So I'm kind of like, yeah, this kind of makes a difference as to who you really speak to or you talk to. It's kind of like it's making like elite classes and shit like that or class systems. I'm just like, this kind of not how it's supposed to fucking go. I think by eighth grade they just said fuck it, bro, whoever do whatever. I think they just gave up. They was mixing classes around, moving people around. If you had beef with somebody in your class, bro, they just switch you to a different group and hope you do your best. So I'm just like, low key, we probably could have been friends in seventh grade, but sixth and eighth grade probably would have been iffy though.
Sixth and eighth grade. Okay. Okay,
It's
okay.
just because eighth grade, I for the life of me, I can't remember what happened in eighth grade, but I feel like that's when people started like having like different people had classes with me, and I'm the type of kid like I was known for being late. Like I used to be late to first period every day, but like
With the McDonald's in the hand,
it,
crazy.
it wasn't like that. It was like I'll walk in, I'll have a little sit down with the teacher about why I was late, whatever the case may be, and then like then I was sitting.
Why were we punished for that? Like,
Bro, I listen. I was I really punished for that? No, because I used to be like, okay, I'm late. I give the bitch the slip. She give me a little lecture. I'm like, okay, bitch, whatever. And I sit in the back of the class. I do my work. I end up getting good grades. So after a while, you reporting me to the disciplinarian about being late. I go downstairs to disciplinarian. They like, well, your grades are perfect, so this is really like, can you try to come back early? I'm like, okay, whatever. Now niggas seeing me be late all the time and seeing that I get good grades and shit like that, they be having a little triangle with the percentiles, like who passed what. Now niggas just copying off me, like Jada, you know the answer to this. I used to be like, okay, and I just give it to niggas, and now everybody used to just be like, eventually Munyons, but like even now I'm just like, here, just take it, bro. And then it got to the point where people were like, Jada's mad cool. She just lets us copy off her shit. So now people have conversations with me. I used to be like, if you want the answers, just like here, bro.
that's crazy. Nah, that's insane. Mm-mm. Damn. So seven, 6 and 7. I mean, seventh, sixth, and eighth is the time that we wouldn't be friends.
Yeah,
I think at my middle school we would be cool, like throughout the years, because I developed strong friendships in my first year of middle school that lasted. You know what I mean? Until we go into high school. Even in high school, I was still cool with them people. Know what I mean? So I don't know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I had like like 2 to 3 people. In sixth grade was two, and in seventh grade it became like 2 to 3 solid, and then I think around eighth grade we was really like, okay, we friends for real. And in high school is when it's just like I'm pretty sure we probably would have been like friends because that's when I was all like, bro, I'm just chilling, bro. I just want to get my grades done and like get college prep ready so I can just be like, okay, be relaxed and shit like that. I was still doing bullshit. I was out there more. Like I had extracurricular activities and shit like that. I
Mhm.
used to start showing my personality. It was to the point where niggas was like, yo, Jada is really sarcastic. I'm just like, y'all wasn't supposed to know this, bro. I was hiding this from y'all, but it's okay. I feel free. I didn't show it
If
in
I
middle
stayed,
school, but I'll show it
yeah,
now.
it's if I stayed at high school, like one high school, then yeah, we'd have been friends.
What do you
But since I
mean?
bounced around, I went to 4 different high schools.
Damn, nigga, one high school each year.
Yeah, because I was distracted by booty. But first my
What?
first year, I went to Deanza High School.
The
Had to
answer.
break up Deanza. Had to break had to break up with my shawty that I was talking to at the time. And then I ended up going to Stellar Prep.
Stellar.
Was it Stellar Prep? No, I think I got no, it wasn't Stellar Prep. Um, it was Deanza. Then I went to JFK. And on the first day of JFK, like high school, I knocked myself out and thought I was back at. I think I'm getting these time frames mixed up. Okay, so
I thought you said.
Deanza, we finna start this over. All right.
I thought
I went,
you said you knocked somebody up. I said, bro, you got a kid out
nah,
there.
heck nah. Heck nah. I went to Deanza. All right.
The answer.
I went
Okay.
to. He saying it like that. I went to Jesse Bethel after that, which is in a whole nother city.
Jesse Bessel.
Right. Jesse Bethel. And I met a shawty there, right? I was talking to her.
Too many shorties, bro.
I broke up with her because I got moved to another school, which was uh junior. This was still sophomore year.
Niggas are just collecting hoes at each school. He's like,
It
why wait?
was
Why get settled?
you stupid. So after Jesse Bethel, I ended up going to JFK, and then that's when I knocked myself out on the first day of school.
Can we use another verb for that? Like, what do you
Knocked
mean by
myself
that?
out.
Like, you had a
Like, okay, so
concussion, or you knocked like you got suspended?
basically this is what happened, right? We was I ended up I ended up knowing people there because it was like near my hood, right? So my cousin also went there. So I went to the counselor's office. They was like, "Yo, you feel me? You already got your classes. I mean, you don't have your classes yet, but you can get a feel around the school. Just walk around." So the first place I went to was the football field. When I get to the football field, they already running plays and stuff, just doing whatever they
Oh,
doing. I
you
think it was
you literally
it
mean
was
knock
PE.
yourself out?
Yes. So I'm getting on the line. I'm like, let me run a route. You feel me? Somebody guarded me. Yada yada yada. Uh, I'm going straight. Like I hit a, you feel me? I hit a sidestep. Boom, going straight now. He threw the ball,
It's Wednesday.
and when he, you said what?
Nothing.
Yeah. So when shut up. So when he threw the ball, he threw it way ahead of me. So I had to catch it in a weird way. When I caught it with my back facing the turf, with my hand up and with one hand. So when I caught the ball, I caught it. I put my arms in my like chest, but my head bounced off the turf. So when I woke up, I'm dazed. I'm like, yo. They was like, you all right? Yada yada yada. I'm getting up, you know what I'm saying? I'm like moving in and out, and I'm like like I'm like kind of like shifting back and forth. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. And then as soon as I said it, I see the floor getting closer to my face. And then I black out and I wake up in the office. And I wake up and I still don't know how I got to that office, but I wake up in the office and they're like, yo, do you know where you are? I'm like, yeah, I'm at Jesse Bethel High School. He was like, no, you at JFK. And I said, no, I'm pretty sure I'm at Jesse. And I'm like talking about it. And my cousin walked in. I remember this. Like my cousin walked in and he's like, he said, nah, you at Jesse. And I was like, nah, I'm at Jesse Bethel. You feel me? My girl is so-and-so. You feel me? I'm here. You know what I mean? I look around and I start tearing up. And I'm like, bro, what? You feel me? Because I started realizing that, like, you feel me, where I am. And I'm like, bro, it felt like I don't know, it felt like a missing, like something was missing in my life, like, or like I jumped, or like whatever I experienced in the past was fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was so I'm tearing up. And the security guard, he started snickering a little bit. He like, he laughed like he faking this, right? My cousin stepped in, he's like, bro, I'm about to beat your ass. Like he got suspended for that. He's like, don't laugh at my cousin. You feel me? Like, he's like, hey, I really work you. You feel me? Like you tell him to step outside and stuff. And then so that happened. But after JFK, I ended up going to.
No. Can we just talk about how this all could have been fixed and sorted out if they just did a concussion test on you immediately as soon as you woke up, bro? Or even
but my
then,
dad.
even then, as soon as you got like they actually you good, I would have immediately like, yeah, nah, this nigga had popped off the ground off the turf. Let's do a concussion test. As soon as you would have passed out, I said, oh shit, he got to go to the hospital.
My dad did not take me to the hospital at all. I was like, yeah, bro.
That's very black of him, because guess what? When I had,
Yeah, for real.
I don't want to talk about my concussion story, but I definitely went to sleep, and you not supposed to do that. But continue.
So after JFK, my junior year, I ended up going to an all boys school called Stella Prep. I hated that school, fought every day, damn near. It was nothing but black people and other Tongans. That's where I met my cousins. And it was after that I ended up going to I graduated from Vallejo High School, where I met my other shawty. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing. But I ended up going there. You said what?
I said the fifth one? Damn, I don't know.
Shut up. But after that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like during those years though, if I didn't move so much, we would have definitely been friends. I think if Vallejo, definitely we would have been friends too, because I was so playful and so cool, and it was like even the teachers was like playing around with us, because the group that I was a part of was just that chill. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And at one point he was like, "Yo, y'all grades pretty low. If y'all can give me 50 push-ups right now, I'll bump your grade up a whole letter grade." We all got down and started busting that shit. I was like, yeah, bro.
That sounds kind of chill. I like that.
Yeah, it's cool people. Now you in jail. Shout out to him.
Let me not ask, bro. Let me not ask, because at my school, somebody got arrested, bro, and another one was not a teacher no more magically. So
that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's wild, bro.
These teachers you just gotta say no to the teachers. That's
bro,
it,
but
man.
like, not to tell people business, but niggas I can't even say this because of the charges, but the way people used to, I'm talking about glaze more than a honey bun. This nigga, I'm all like, bro, he's just like a regular ass teacher. Mind you, I didn't want to be that person, but I was low key in my mind. I'm like, it's not even like a fucking talent, bro. Anyone can edit a fucking video or like hold a camera. No disrespect to people in that art, but like at the time, I'm all like, bro, he like the way they over glorified him made me a hater.
That's insane.
But then it
Nah.
was like people try to convince me like he's a great teacher when it's like I never interacted with him. Like he kind of like his humor kind of like dry and like he kind of look weird to me. So I'm just like, okay, cool. Like that's your teacher. Like I'm a ride for my teacher too. But like, fuck your teacher for real. But after three classes of people are just like, yeah, he's the best teacher ever. He's the best teacher ever. Why? As soon as like my last year of I think it was senior year or the year after we graduated, bro, that nigga had a just disappeared off the planet.
Nah,
Yeah. All my teachers who really didn't give a fuck, who was just like, Jada, as long as my grades, like your grades are good, as long as you like don't cause disruption, I don't give a fuck. They did not touch kids. If anything, they told us that they hated us. And I was like, thank
that's
God.
fake. That's fake.
Glad you niggas know I'm just here to get an education, bro. But let me have some fun while I do it. So, what do you think my extracurricular activities were off rip?
Student counselor.
Okay, what else? Or if there's anything else?
Dang, I don't know many extracurricular activities. Curricular.
Think of like clubs, sports, shit like whatever you said.
Were you one of the people that like what's the word that like helped out with events? I feel like you was one of those types too.
Yes and no. Kind of.
What?
Yes and no. It depends. Like, what do you mean?
Mm. Like school dances.
I want to tell you the lore about me helping out with certain shit, but like I feel like people were so like fucking delusional in high school that I was like, bro, you can have that if it's that fucking important to you, bro. Like I could spend my time doing other shit than helping niggas. Like I really could, bro. Like I feel like niggas purposely left me out for a reason. I'm just like, okay.
So I think student counselor, maybe TA, and that last one I said, the event helper. Those are my three choices.
All right, so I'm gonna guess for you. I feel like you was just there. I feel like you played football, but since you ping ponging back and forth, you ain't really do much except like probably after school just fucking with people like your friends and shit like that, walking around the hood. I don't know.
Walking around the hood is crazy.
Cause you know how you like trying to find spots with your friends after school when you walk home and shit, like bum around and shit like that. I thought niggas who do that were so fucking cool. So you know, I would assume that.
That's crazy.
But like,
Okay.
I think it's really because I didn't want to be home. That's why. But like, I used to be like, this is by force actually. It was like theater, like advanced theater club or whatever the fuck it is.
Mhm.
Like it's basically like if you're in a theater, you have extra shit that you gotta do for the shows and shit. So I don't consider it a club or an extracurricular activity. It's like I was forced to put more time in, so I'm gonna consider that a fucking club. I had animation club at one point. I was in diversity club. I was in student council. I was in some type of national honors or some shit. I don't even remember. And I was in like, I technically did 3 different sports, but I gave up on 2 of them, to be honest with you. I did soccer, did a little bit of wrestling, and then tried to do indoor track, but I had shin splits and I was flat footed, and then I had tendonitis on top of that.
Damn, you got hit with the holy combo.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I used to have to like walk back and forth to like practice and school, so it would be like a 2-mile walk between that. And then my school was on the opposite side of where like our team plays, so it was just like it was too much going on. And then I had to kind of stepped back from doing certain shit because of the whole having to be after school and do theater stuff because it was a part of our grade. So that shit was kind of like weighing me down. I feel like I was in something else, but I don't know. It was student council, something else, and something else. I don't remember the other thing, but I think I was vice president of one. I was treasurer of the other one at one point, and the other ones I was just like ambassador for diversity club. I kind of got one-sided beef with the animation teacher, so I didn't go back to animation club, unfortunately.
Oh my!
um
So I was right about the council.
yeah, well, like I think it was mainly because like it looked good on paper, that, and I was just like,
Mm.
fuck it, bro, no one thinks I can do it. Like, I'm not a people person, so I'm forcing myself to do shit like this, so I did do it. And I'm be honest, like, for a person who had that much shit going on, I was kind of well balanced with it. Like, I think I ended up getting MVP for soccer at one point, and I was still doing all the other shit and stuff like that. I tried to be on like the yearbook club, and I tried to be like for like this other club that had like our events for like seniors and shit like that. They was not going for it, bro. I don't know if it was like a teacher like had favoritism type thing going on, or I just was like, I was kind of getting fucked over because motherfuckers just said forensic science class was not a science class. So I had to be in like my senior year with a fucking class full of juniors, and I'm just like, this is so fucking embarrassing, bro.
No, that's insane.
But
But
granted, niggas put me in AP like fucking French or French 3. Like, this is mad unnecessary, like wasting my fucking time. But yeah, couldn't check
AP
if I
French is crazy.
it was either AP or like advanced French or something like that. Whole time I like niggas did not count my science fucking class, but you gonna put me in an extracurricular like this. I was like, can I just go home early? They was like, no, fuck y'all then.
No, that's insane. I think that for me, all right. So for my freshman year at the ends of high school, I played baseball and I was in an art club. And then where I go from there? In JFK, I was in a gaming club, and I was that was it. The gaming club. For my junior year, no, I miss Jesse Bethel was in one of those. Jesse Bethel, I was in an art club. I played baseball. I was in JROTC, and
Oh
damn, I forgot.
man,
I think that was it.
you was
I
a
was in
head
a
ass.
Japanese.
You was in
No,
a
I was cool. I wasn't doing all that extra stuff. I was cool. I was just like the drill team. That was cool. And I was in the Japanese club and the anime club. The Japanese culture club and the anime club. For for the all boys school, Stella Prep, I ended up going. I was playing football, and then for my senior year, I was in I was in a music club. That's why I learned to pick up ukulele. And
ukulele.
yeah, ukulele. And
I want you to know you're the first person to pronounce it like that, so thank you for that.
the first person you know,
Yeah,
uh what? You serious?
yeah. No one says ukulele.
Everybody's pronouncing it ukulele. I don't
Ukulele.
ukulele. That's to ukulele. And
Ukulele.
and for damn, I think that's it. I think I was just in music club.
I didn't even know you
Yeah, that
played
was it.
baseball. You don't talk about you playing baseball, bro.
Yeah, baseball was my favorite sport.
Uh,
I played.
I don't. No.
I was going stupid.
You going stupid with the balls,
Stupid. All right. Hell no. Hell no. Yeah,
bro.
that was in a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
Well, did
Mm,
you like? Could you do all those like things at the like each high school, or is it just the last one you've been at?
I did all those things at what you mean?
Like, well, for me, because our hometown is so small, if I go to a different school, I can still do the same thing I was doing at my original school. Like, if anything, the other school has more options for like extracurricular activities because it's a bigger school, and
Mhm.
it's just across the way. But like for you, would you be able to do like a little bit of baseball, football, and then the gaming club, anime club, and the Japanese culture club at a different school too, or is like
Nah,
no?
Jesse Bethel didn't have a baseball team. They had a baseball field, but they went into practice one time. And they was like, "Yeah, we're not gonna do baseball anymore." And I was like, "Yeah, that's crazy."
Wow, just
I,
wild,
I
bro.
went to the practices and everything, yeah, for real. And then that's other than that, no, there was no other Japanese clubs that I've been to other than Jesse Bethel. Anime club, that was a thing. Gaming club was a thing. Uh, uh,
Damn, if my school had money and we had a gaming club, that would have been elite, bro.
yeah, they had an Xbox in there, you know what I'm saying? Xbox, I forgot what Xbox that was. I think it was a 1 or 360. I forget.
Damn,
But
had them a little
yeah,
bit of
we
money,
was playing like Mortal Kombat and stuff on that thing. It was fun.
bro. If we
Hmm
had the money, we could have been up, bro. We could have been the first esports in high school, bro. The niggas wouldn't even know what esports
imagine,
was,
imagine. Oh, they was playing Smash and stuff too.
bro. Every high school was playing Smash in the back of the classroom. I don't care what nobody fucking say, bro.
Nah, facts.
It's like the only reason niggas would wake up early in the morning with their teeth like still sour, breath still hot, bro. Like let's play Smash.
Mm-mm-mm.
It was to the point where I think
Oh,
at one point niggas just took the keyboards from the back of the classroom, those computers, and just hit them because niggas was playing Smash that often in class. I thought that shit was
you
so
said just
funny.
hit them. What you mean?
Like
Oh,
they
like
took
Smash. Oh, like the Smash Flash thing.
no, they took the keyboards from the computer.
Why'd they take the keyboard? Oh, they was playing it on the PC.
Yeah,
Oh, so they was playing the Smash Flash thing, the
yeah, my
Flash
my
game.
fault. Yeah,
Yeah. Now that's insane.
niggas used to wrap up the keyboards, and then after niggas finish their work, they used to be like, "Can we play it?" Used to bring out the fucking keyboards from a closet in the back of the classroom or some shit. I'm like, is that deep, bro?
Nah, for real, coolmats.com was the best though, man. That
No,
was my
no,
thing.
no one's talking about the downfall of Pop Tropica, and I love Pop
Pop Tropica
Tropica.
was cold.
And when I finally when the brain finally developed for me to play it, and I'm about to run through these fucking islands, fucking talking about niggas decided to shut down. Oh my god, oh my god,
I thought it was still up.
it's up on like small sites and stuff, but they don't have all the islands.
Yeah, oh yeah. They don't got Superhero Island no more.
I'm overly pissed off. Like when I finally had the code and the mastery to like play the game, niggas just like R.I.P. Pop Tropica. What? What? What you mean
That was my
R.I.P.?
game. Mm-mm-mm.
You laughing at my pain?
Nah,
I'm
that's
so
just
serious.
it. Nah, because it's crazy as hell that Pop Tropica really went under though. Like I was like, that was one of the games that and a game called We World. I used to love that game.
What the fuck is We
Not a
World?
lot of people know about that. We World was like it was like VR chat before VR chat, if that makes sense. They look like kind of like damn, I don't even know how to. So I would have to send that to you, bro, or you would have to look it up because that shit it
Is
was
it?
cool. It was like
Is it like? I'm gonna tell you my picks right now. I had Gaia Online, and then I had IMVU.
it's kind of like
IMVU.
IMVU.
Okay,
Mm.
okay, because after I found out about Gaia Online, I was all like, "This is peak, bro. This is peak childhood right now,
I never played that.
bro." I think it's still up and running, but I wouldn't. I feel like only Predators is on there. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
That's insane.
Like
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna bleep that out, but you know what I mean.
That's crazy, bro. Mm.
Let me see. Let me check this out. Yeah, online. This shit is still up and running. It
Is it?
is, bro. It is. That's crazy. Only 3,000 people are playing though. They have their own app.
I was like, how much was it popping back then?
It was like everybody used to go on Gaia Online. Like you used to have to like play certain games to get tokens and stuff like that. You can also pay to like get like out. It is.
What's that one? Club Penguin. I never played that one either.
I never played Club Penguin, bro. But you know,
I remember Neopets though.
I used to play Toontown religiously until I I think I went swimming in the game, and I found out I'm one of those people who don't like when the screen is completely blue and there's just shadows in it. It makes me feel awkward. So I stopped playing, and then after that, then that shit just closed down. They was like, "Fuck it, bro. Too many
What you mean?
people."
It makes you feel awkward?
Like it makes me feel like uneasy. So I had to stop like making my character play like certain games that they're swimming in, or they can't like
Mm.
be next to like something with water to fish and stuff like that. It used to just freak me out for some reason. It was like the graphics was still trying to like load, or like it was just weird. And then they had the like the ocean sound in it. So I was just like, this, I don't know why, but this is fucking creepy.
Hell no. No, that's crazy.
Another MORPG that I used to play, but I don't remember.
Wizard 101. I know you still play that game.
I love Wizard 101. That's one of
Oh
them.
my gosh.
And the only reason I haven't been playing it is because
There is no reason.
I need to buy more like crowns and shit so I can go to different worlds again. Cause some of them
You gotta buy stuff to go around.
Yeah, because at one point you can like I used when I was poor, when I didn't have a job.
Mm.
I used to I used to max out on the main like world, which is like the wizarding like wizard world, whatever the fuck it's called, right? I used to max out. I used to like replay certain areas till so I can get the money and like level myself up. Like what is it called when you leveling yourself up? Like I don't want to say mining, but like shit like that. I used to be putting in like 6 hours a day just fighting the same monsters, getting like certain materials, or like they drop certain things that you can sell at the marketplace. So I will be leveling up my character as much as I possibly can to like, get to a certain level to unlock certain things, and hopefully it'll let me get a free pass to certain places and things like that. Bro, I did it so much that I couldn't like progress in the game unless I bought another world, or I had like a membership for the month. And like when I finally got the membership, bro, I was so overwhelmed about how many extra quests you can do that I was like, I gotta take a break from this game.
How much did it run you though?
It was like $10. Like at the time it was like $6, but like $10 because I had the monthly membership. And then I got locked into my account. And then I was like, nah, I put too much work in. I was like level 25.
Hell no.
Level 25 on a regular like wizard world, and you did not go to a different area or world without paying for it is crazy. But I digress. I love Wizard 101, bro. And then Pirate 101, bro.
I did not know that was a game.
It is, bro. It's one of like, oh my god. It's like it's not ass. It's just I wish I was a person who was into pirates more, but I love wizards more than I love pirates. So now I gotta log back into that one too. I ain't gonna lie to you, cause like I might have to do both.
Hell no. Pirates 101.
And Wizard
I had to
101.
check him out.
You please.
I ain't spending money on that game though.
Well, niggas say that, and then they buy skins in Marvel Rivals. So
That's different.
how?
It's Marvel Rivals.
You just want to be cool, bro. Be yourself, bro. Fuck with a wizard.
I just want to fuck with a wizard. That's it. That's crazy. That's the thumbnail. That's right there. Fuck with a wizard. Yeah.
Bro, it's,
Oh my God.
it's like a casual game that I can play, and it's an MMO. It's an MMO. It's a talk about it, Jada. Talk about it. It's a MMORPG, which I don't want to admit, but I'm starting to think I just like I like those type of games.
Hell no. Having strokes in my ears, crazy.
Yep, and I'm gonna keep it in there too.
Nah, that's insane. You said MMORPGs. What other ones are? I need to see what other ones are out there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo, I'm a blabbermouth, but back when Genshin Impact was like I used to get ads about it, and I think it was either Diana or Ao, or it was either Tyler. I feel like it was mainly Tyler. It was like playing Genshin Impact, and he was having a ball. I was when I started Twitch too, where everyone was playing Genshin Impact. I love Genshin Impact, bro. And like a disgusting like amount of Genshin Impact, but every time that shit updated, my computer was like, fuck no, you can't play. And I got so mad that I think I told Tyler that I finally leveled up that we can play multiplayer and like go into like caves and stuff and like dungeons and shit like that. Why did I the day I'm like, okay, Tyler, hop on so we can play? Because again, this is where like my accountability falls short, but it's not my fault, bro. This is gonna be the same excuse with Valorant at this point. But I load up the game. This nigga Tyler's like, yeah, give me a second. I gotta update it. I said, update? Fuck you mean? I just updated it yesterday. I updated it again. That shit says you don't have enough storage to download this.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? It had to be like 16 gigabytes or some shit like that. Gigabytes, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? Mind you, I think I had like 256 or higher. So I'm like, what? So I'm deleting everything I possibly can. That shit was all like, oh yeah, updated like the first part of like the patch or whatever they had going on. The second patch, that shit said you don't have enough space in such and such amount. I'm like, fuck it, bro. I just deleted like half my art project. I deleted like applications, like the ones that we pirated and stuff like that. I deleted all that shit, and that shit kept saying, oh, you don't have enough space. You don't have enough space. I told Tyler, yeah, bro, I think I'm done. He said, what you mean? He was like, you was just playing yesterday. I said, yeah, I was. I was. But niggas wanted to update the fucking game. I went off. I think I was in VC crashing the fuck out to the point where I was just like, bro, we're not going to talk about this game anymore, bro. And I had so much fun in that game, bro. I couldn't talk about it, bro. I was so fucking mad. And then when I finally did get a new computer, not the one that I have now, but the one before it, I was all like, yeah, I'm not going to even sit here and like play myself by actually thinking I'm about to download this game on this new PC. I refuse, bro. The temptation is there. I'm not doing it.
You think you go get it on this one?
No. Why are you tempting me with a good time, nigga? What did we not learn?
I never played Genshin Impact, so I don't know if it's good or not.
Bro, we can't even play each other until you're like level 15, I think.
That's easy work. You can run it. Don't matter to me.
Nah. I'm a man of my word, no.
Not downloaded, bro. We gonna get to level 15, man.
If that's the case, Tyler gonna be so fucking mad, bro.
Yeah, why did he join early?
Yo.
Did you promise you was gonna play with him?
I said, yeah, Tyler, whenever you ready to play Val, like with everybody else, I'll play Val. Again, he might have heard this quote before from me. I don't know. I'll be saying shit and go about my day. That's just the Jersey way, but he thought I was playing games with y'all, and he like, wow, bro. Just just to see I'm not playing with nobody and just be like, per usual, and then walks out. Like, damn. Like a drive-by disrespect is crazy, but okay.
Nah, that was stupid, bro. I was wondering what he was talking about.
Bro, because I'm not going to lie to you. I think as many times as I used to play Valorant, I think out of those many times, I think I played Val with Tyler twice. And from what I remember, I was iffy about it, but I was still getting like kills, like enough kills that like you could joke around, but like, okay, she kind of nice at the game a little bit. And I used to play without headphones. So
damn, nah.
And I used to tell Tyler like, hey, like, not for nothing, because I used to when I was playing Val, I used to religiously go on Twitch and find people to like watch and learn about certain characters. So I would tell like Tyler how to like different call outs and shit like that, and how would I know? Whole time I'm not playing with headphones, I'm just like, I don't know, bro. Just try this. And then I think because I was doing that and I was actually like locked in at one point, he's like, we gotta play again. And I think I just told him, yeah, we can play. And then I just stopped playing Valorant.
That's insane, bro. We supposed to play together, but you hold me.
Did I, or did 2XKO fuck over both of us? The amount of time I restarted my PC was like It had to be 20.
Do you have Valorant?
Yeah. But I would have to uninstall two XKO like drivers or some shit like that. Restart my computer. Then I know Valorant has an update, so I'm gonna restart my computer again just to play it.
Nah, yeah, nah. Nah, that's doing too much. Oh my goodness.
Hey guys, it's your host Jada, also known as your personal weirdo, and thanks for listening. We're very grateful for everyone tuning in. And if you'd like to see more, just subscribe or follow, and we'll catch you in the next episode.